All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tuck Rule Takes, the brand new Best Patriots podcast that you may not have heard of yet, but you better get on the bandwagon now because the dynasty is starting. You'll hear me say it. Dynasty starting. Tuck Rule Takes. We're jumping on the Patriots 2.0. Dynasty. Mike Sullivan here. We're talking Patriots with my Patriots life pal partner, Liam. Liam, what's going on?
Dude, long time no see. I haven't seen you in like 20 minutes, but how goes it?
It's going well. Yeah, I know it's been too long. 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we can't.
Separation anxiety was killing me.
Okay, so you too. Good. So it's not just me. If you are watching on YouTube, you'll see there's another person hanging out here as well. If you're watch too, because that's how you get like the good stuff. You get all the things. Liam's wearing a shirt today though, so you won't get the shirtless Liam. But with us, Maddie B. Maddie with 3 T's, and he is a special guest, by the way, guys, because Maddie was at the game. He saw that
Lucky
not
bastard.
Great loss. Maddie B, what's up? How's it going?
I'm excited to be here because I get to talk about the Patriots. That's why.
Best believe.
There we go.
I get to voice my frustrations tonight. Thank God.
And I think that's what this is going to be. Because kind of after the games like this, as a fan, I found I really didn't have anybody to talk to. I feel like this is where we're gonna kind of voice some things, get some things off our chest about the team. You know, I don't think it's going to be too crazy negative. It is week 1, but you know, there's definitely some things to talk about. I think we're just going to dive right in it. First of all, I want to ask, because I have a funny thing. Maddie B, I know you were at the game. Liam, where did you watch the game?
I was at my buddy's house. He has like a hot tub pool kind of set up with an outdoor TV. So it just seems like the ideal.
Oh, dear Lord. You were shirtless and watching the game?
Oh, I was
good.
I was more than shirtless. I was about 75% naked.
Okay. Well, good for you. I'm kind of jealous, but I was not. I was up in New Hampshire. I live in Florida, flew to New Hampshire for a baby shower for one of my friends. So I was actually streaming the game. I don't know if this was respectful or not. I wanted to ask you guys too while we jump in here. I was streaming the game on my phone at the baby shower. Now this person, Brianna, I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm sorry that I did this to you, but we're really good friends. So I was still definitely paying attention. You know, if her boyfriend Ryan's listening, I'm sorry.
They're saying all these words about the kid. And Mike's like, "Damn it!" from the back.
Oh, it was funny. I was sitting there. She just finished opening all the presents, so everybody clapped. Not 10 seconds after everybody stopped clapping, that's when Aguilar scored. I almost started clapping again. And I was like, whoa. That'd be like a delay. But anyway, so, you know, we all got to see the game. Kind of thoughts, everything like that. Maddie, you're going to go last because you were there. So I kind of want to save like the best for last there.
You want the whole Gillette experience, basically?
Oh, we're going to get I hear you have a story for us too. So we're going to kind of dive into everything.
Oh, I got a story for
time
you.
with Maddie B. Oh.
Liam, start first, man. What do you think? Because we're going to dive into the game, obviously, but just kind of general thoughts. You know, how do you want to start us off? What do you think about this game?
I think it was a very winnable game. Obviously, we lost by a friggin' point, so it's not like it was a blowout or anything. It was just really frustrating. A lot of mistakes left on the board. There were a lot of really, really bad aspects of this game. Mike, you and I talked about this on Al Shaw. I was trying to, hide some of the good content, and I'll hop into it later. But like, there are some things that I truly detested, like some position groups that I hated the way they played on the Patriots. I think there are some parts where they just fell flat on their face, and then for the most part they were great. The defense was awesome. I talked in the last show about how the wide receivers for the most part were pretty great. Matt's buddy, who we'll talk about in a little bit, kind of shit himself, but that's all right. For the most part though, just extremely frustrating. Like Matty B was saying at the beginning here, I am here to voice my frustrations like anyone else.
Well, let's get it out, man. Let's start with the stuff that we're upset with, because I feel like we'll kind of start rough and we'll end well, because I feel like there's good things to come for the Patriots, but still there's definitely some frustrations. You said there were some positions, some players, things like that. What pissed you off the most about this game? Because I have some things too. Maddie, I know you have things too. Things.
I feel like I'm on like Peter Griffin's news channel where he's like, you know what really grinds my gears? I fucking
say it.
Snaps.
Gears were grinded.
Yeah,
Many gears were grinded.
So first of all, I liked the way Mac Jones played, but I didn't love it. He was so conservative. The first like 9 of his throws weren't past like 11 yards. Like he checked down City, which I get. Tom Brady made a career out of it.
That's what I was just gonna say. You saw me thinking that the brains were going. I was like,
of course, yeah, and that's everyone's number one defense of it. But
yeah,
I just think he didn't, really challenge the defense too much. Obviously, he's just starting. This is his first NFL action, so I got to cut him some slack. I'm sure it's nerve-wracking out there, and he looked very composed. But I just think he threw no interceptions, and everyone's like, he didn't throw a pick. It's like, yeah, well, he threw it past 25 yards twice, and then past 18 yards once. Like he didn't really throw it deep that much. So I think that he didn't put himself in a spot to throw any interceptions. He still did good, threw a touchdown, didn't throw a pick, completed plenty of passes, a good percentage anyway. But he did the best he could in the face of a terrible offensive line. I pulled up these numbers that I'm going to share with you guys quickly. Isaiah Wynn let up 3 QB hits, 4 pressures, 1 flag. Shaq Mason, 2 QB hits, 3 pressures, 1 flag. David Andrews, 1 QB hit, 2 pressures. Justin Herron, 2 pressures. Onwenu, 1 QB hit, 2 pressures. And then after that, Damian Harris gave up a QB hit, Hunter Henry pressure. And then the only clean ones, the only one spared from these despicable acts is Trent Brown, clean as a whistle. Dude jumped in mud and came out shiny on the other side.
Trent Brown got hurt early on.
But still counts, Maddie. Still counts.
And Yasser Duran, who fucking killed it as well. Clean.
Out of nowhere.
He is obviously coming in for Trent Brown, so he didn't play a whole game, neither did Trent. But both of them, Shawshank Redemption, it came out clean on the other side. There were a lot of mistakes that Mac made because of the offensive line. Like he got
fun fact, I've never seen Shawshank Redemption. Never seen it.
Neither have I.
Pretty fucked up. We'll get to that later.
I know.
But there's just so many plays that were left on the field because Mac had tons of pressure in his face. He delivered the ball and he didn't get picked off, which is a marvel. But like 4:14 in the first quarter, 3rd and 1, Mac faces pressure rolling right, still completes it to Jacoby Myers, but gets fucking bundied. And all the guys come right off the edge. He ran into pressure.
He got hit a lot. That was one thing I figured with the stat you brought up, and it goes on with what you're saying. So I want you to keep going and everything. Yeah. But he was 9 of 13 with the touchdown against the blitz. Like he really stood good in there. Even on the touchdown pass, he had a guy barreling towards him, and he still threw he had that pass to Aguilar, the deep one. He had a guy, he got cleaned out there. So the one thing with Jones, like you said, it started conservative. I do think it was a part of the game plan too, because honestly, Damian Harris, we'll get to him. He ate. He was awesome. But I think that was just a part of it to kind of lead Mac Jones into it. And I think when he was called upon, he did better than what a rookie should do, I would say. Not great by any means. Definitely still room for improvement. But I definitely think he did better. On 3rd downs, he was 9 of 12 for 89 yards. So,
but again, he's half the time he's throwing check downs to James White. James White had like 3 first downs.
Yeah. But again, see, that's the thing though. That's a sign of something. Yeah, that's a sign of something's going to help.
Making the right play, taking what the defense gives him.
Exactly. At the same time, normally see a rookie stressing and wanting to, make the big play. And no, he's just.
But he didn't put much pressure on the defense at all. And I get it, take what they give you, but also like not a very good defense. And Kendrick Bourne got shut out by Byron Jones, and it's just
going to happen. I feel like,
he just didn't like. Obviously, Nelson Aguilar had the deep ball, which was tight, and he got that. But that was like the only real firing it downfield I saw from him.
Yeah. Maddie, you were there. Was the vibe? Was everybody still? Did you hear some of the stuff Liam was saying, or what was going on, or just kind of also, what did you think of Mac Jones? Kind of with what we said and everything.
All right, well, as the resident Cam Newton fan here.
Okay, well. There's 2 in that house, buddy.
I'm a Cam Newton fan, you sons of bitches.
Mike, Mike's a hater.
As a resident Cam Newton fan, Mac Jones did very good. He did. You don't want to have him do everything in one start as a rookie, his first career start. Sucks he didn't get the win when, spoiler alert, they should have.
It was right there.
It was right there.
Mac looked good. He's got some things to work on. Obviously, he's a rookie. What I had an aerial view of the game because I was in section 8, the non-alcohol section, which we really could have used them. Story coming up on that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So yeah, so he needs to work on just getting the ball out faster. And that's it. He's pretty accurate with his throws. He had a couple overthrows, a couple underthrows. But as you guys said, didn't throw a pick. I mean, he went 29 for 39 for 281 and a touchdown, averaging 7.2 yards per throw.
Yeah, throwing the ball 40 times with no pick is pretty good for
quarterback rating of
pretty fucking good.
Quarterback rating of 102.6 is QBR 75.1. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, but I don't exactly like those numbers either. Those are extremely deceiving numbers most of the time.
And that's the thing with stats though. Stats you can always you can always do that. With Mac Jones though, I think we can all agree he kind of wasn't the problem. He did better than we thought. I think we can all kind of agree that the Patriots made the right pick with him. I think if he keeps developing, he'll be a good. You can win games with Mac Jones. That's really all you're looking for right now until he develops into whatever he's going to develop into. What I will say though, I mean, let's just get it out of the way now. Damian Harris, I don't want him to be in the doghouse.
He already is. No, he already is.
Well,
he already is.
In the sense where I don't want him to miss. I don't want him to have to sacrifice playing time. I want him to get worked during this week of practice. The thing is,
believe he is.
He looked so good though. In that fumble, you can't put a whole game on one play. You definitely can't. But that being said, that play though, he fumbles with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. They're at the 9-yard line. If he and it's on a first down. If he doesn't fumble there, the Patriots likely run the clock down to the 2-minute warning, maybe below. I don't know how Miami's going to use their timeouts or anything. And then God forbid the Patriots score there. But that was such a big part in the game. I don't think it's going to affect him moving forward. But I will say this though. I was livid. I was yelling. Well, not yelling because I was at the baby shower, but in my head, I was like sit him, get him off the team. All the normal shit that you yell. We're
you should have been at you guys should have been at Gillette when this fumble happened, man.
Yeah, what happened? What happened there? How was it?
So like, do you guys want the whole Gillette experience, or you just want just the fumble for right now?
No. Give the fumble and then keep going. We got a bunch of time.
So when the fumble happened, literally you could hear a pin drop in that place.
Oh yeah.
It just fell flat. Just so quiet, just in disbelief. A couple of people were chanting "You suck." A couple FUs.
Understandable.
The game was right there. I get it.
I was screaming goodbye to a Karen that I had to deal with. Story coming up on that later because she left right after. Thank effing God. Yes, am I allowed to swear on you?
Yeah, of course.
Thank fucking God. All right.
Come on.
Gillette itself as a whole. It's opening day. Fans are back for the first time because they weren't allowed to be there last year. Place was jumping. Absolute electric energy all throughout. Even in the Route 1 traffic, you could just feel the excitement. That's how excited everyone was.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
Everyone positive vibes. Even at halftime, positive vibes. Except for that one lady in front of us. Guess I'll get into that now.
Yeah. What's
What's
up with this lady?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, you've teased her for a while.
So like this fucking Karen, look on the older side, of course, makes perfect sense. Me and Jess Donahue went to the game. She bought the tickets that morning and was like, "Hey, since I still owe you a couple of money for week 3, because I'm also going to week 3." She was like, "Yeah, you're coming with me," and I'm like, "All right, cool." So, free Patriots game basically.
Nice.
And we get there, we get to our seats. We're like, "Holy shit, we're in Gillette." Blah 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 blah. We just start talking about the game as it's happening kickoff. Spoiler alert: both of us are feeling it, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
Had a few drinks before, and we're just talking. We're talking, having a good time, and you can just see this lady in front of us, like slowly losing her mind. That like her and I are talking about the game. Like you can see it. Like she's looking to her husband, and her husband had to keep telling her throughout the game, "Calm down, Stop it.
Does she think she's in the quiet section? What the fuck?
Like, does she really think the non-alcohol section meant the most behaved section? No, absolutely not. Everyone goes get drunk and then they go back to the seats.
Yeah. If anything, that's worse because you drink more to make up for the fact that you can't drink there. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah. What the fuck?
Exactly. So then I see her whip out her phone. And of course, the font on her phone is like the biggest possible size you can imagine.
Classic.
As it always is. Yep.
And so I like zoom in on it, take a picture of it, of what she said, and I will read you the exact text that she was saying to her friend. Her friend's name is Debbie, by the way. So it just made perfect sense.
This is
all
like
names
a movie.
Diego calls Mike.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, was I at this game?
She said to Debbie, "I'm losing my mind. I have a chatty Kathy behind me who won't shut the F up, talking nonstop." We were talking about the game. It's not like we were like talking about like underwater basket weaving or anything.
Even if you were. Who cares? Underwater basket weaving. Where'd you pull that out of?
That's what the guy next to us said, because we explained the whole situation to him too. Because the entire section was on our side when we told everybody what the hell was going on in front of us. The entire section was on us. So in case she popped, because by the way, she was sitting like this the entire time, so that she could just turn around and just scream at us at any second given.
Oh, she constantly yelled at you?
Oh no, she was waiting. She was just waiting for the moment to pop off on us.
I would have baited her, say something dumb.
She was setting
her
up
into the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and she had like freaking
old people come to games. She's like, what?
Yeah. She had like freaking binoculars and everything, and I'm like,
we weren't even writing on her phone.
It's like we weren't even that high up. Like I'm assuming you guys saw the pictures I put online and stuff like that. Yeah. You saw those. That's not zoomed in. That was the actual view. So it's a good view. But overall, I mean, it was great to be back in Gillette. You could just feel the excitement. Even when they lost, there was still excitement because we're like, all right, we're back at Gillette. But sucks we lost. And I will say, I'll give you guys something here that you guys are gonna love. My star of the game for this game, it's your boy James White. It's your boy
White?
James White.
We did it.
James White. I don't know if people know. I feel like it might be something that only Couch Guy people know. Let me get it out there so then everybody knows moving forward. This is probably the most positive James White podcast you can find. When it comes to Liam and I, this man, James White, sweet feet, basically just Jesus in football cleats. What he
looked
is
like it on Sunday.
He did, and we'll get to it. That beautiful floater that Mac just tossed to him. Beautiful. That looked like what Tom Brady used to do.
Gillette went nuts at that throw.
I went
absolutely nuts at that throw.
Perfect.
Tom Brady,
perfect. James White, very Tom Brady. Mac Jones better than Tom Brady. I'm not saying it. Some people are. James White. James. I can't wait till week 4. James White. He is the epitome of being a Patriot. And it's James White, Matthew Slater, Devin McCourty. Those are your 3. But either way, James White is at the top. So whenever you hear James White, if anything good happens with James White, come to Tuck Rule Takes and you will hear the most glowing review ever heard. In fact, we had a guest, you, Maddie B, just now. You aren't even a Tuck Rule boy, but you came into the Tuck Rule house and you just got brainwashed into believing the truth, which is that James White is the GOAT.
He had a solid game. 6 receptions for 49 yards on 7 targets. I mean, can't complain about it. Second highest receiver that day. First going to Aguilar, of course, 6 receptions, 72 yards. I'm happy Aguilar had that game. He kind of needed that to start off on the right foot in New England. My guy Kendrick Bourne. We need something to happen week 2 with him.
You know what I think with Bourne, because Liam, I want to kick because I know you like Nelly, so I'm gonna kick it to you in a second. But with Kendrick Bourne, I think kind of like last year, there were games when actually almost for the last 20 years, there's always games where certain receivers, certain players don't get shine, don't get in. Who knows why? Maybe they just get shut down. They have a bad day. Just the offense is going somewhere else. You know what I mean? I think that Bourne's going to be fine. He was still out there. He was still he didn't get, like there was no issue like that. I think it was just luck of the draw. He just didn't get the ball thrown to him as much.
He got three targets.
Yeah, and the Pats ran a lot too. So I think it's kind of a mixture of everything. But Aguilar, Mr. I can't catch in Philly because it's Philly trash, Philly team.
Has
Philly
the
just puts
record
their
for the
stink
most
on
catches in a
everybody.
Super Bowl, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, we're not talking about Philly in any Super Bowls. People, when Aguilar came here, I saw everybody being like, "Oh my God, why that's such a bad." People seem to forget that when he was with the Raiders, he was a weapon.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure, like outside of Waller, he was their like actual like top wide receiver.
Their best deep threat.
Yeah, he was. And what did he show? What did he show on Sunday? He took a hit.
Oh baby,
dude, he took a hit when he was getting slammed in the back. I mean, he like it was awesome to see him catch the ball.
On 5 receptions too, he averaged 14.4 yards per reception. Like that
touchdown was smooth too.
That's pretty damn good.
Oh, that touchdown was the play where like everything worked. Where the play he had the right route. Jones stood in the pocket. The protection lined up except for the free blitzer, which I mean that's never fun. But Nelson, I don't know. Were you happy with the receiving core, Liam? Because I know you said there were some units that you were a little pissed off with.
For the most part, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I love Nelson Aguilar. He's obviously no James White. James White could flip a tanker truck on the highway, cause a 17-car pileup, and I would bail him out of jail and invite him to dinner with my family that night. So
I'll take his place in jail when you bail him out if that's what they need.
100%. Any injury he has, take my limb and replace it. But obviously, I love Nelson Aguilar. He's a close second. I think he's a stud, and I really, really think he has a great future in this league. Obviously, he was the best wide receiver, hands down, bar none on the Patriots. Jacoby Myers was a strong second, picked up exactly where he was last year. He did great.
Yep.
Exactly what you need from him. He's a slot receiver, so he got the short intermediate routes, got plenty of first downs.
Yep.
Had a crucial drop toward the end there, which was kind of a kick to the dick, but hey, we powered through. It happens. It was also a kind of a tough throw by Max. He got bodied per usual, but Kendrick Bourne, man. Kendrick Bourne was bad.
Kendrick Bourne was the only quiet one of the receivers that day.
It wasn't even like quiet. Like he got thrown it 3 times. He had 1 catch. I thought he had 2. He had 1 catch.
Yeah. One of the catches was pulled back by the holding penalty. One of his catches was pulled back, which it's like, I mean, I don't know, but you know what that means though? Next week against the Jets, he's going to go off for like something. I feel like that's going to happen.
Jets
with these.
Everyone's going to go off. It doesn't matter. But other than that, like the tight ends look stellar. I wish I saw a little more from Hunter Henry, but hey, 2 catches, 2 first downs, extremely solid. Didn't have any drops. And Jonnu Smith, I don't care if he fumbled. What a baller he is.
Dude, he got flipped in the. It's like, you know what? I mean, that's kind of one of those things where it's like,
hey, at least they got the fumble back on that.
Oh yeah,
I don't even
Andrews came in clutch.
Exactly. And with the fumbles, by the way, I saw people because people like, oh, why are you excited? For the season going forward, because we'll kind of go to the outlook about what we think for the season. But one thing, everybody was talking shit about the fumbles and everything. Did you guys know that in the last 10 years, the Patriots have not fallen out of the top 7 in fumbles and like the least fumbles? So like they don't fumble all the time. So this is just one of those weird games where they have 3 or 4 fumbles. They have 8 penalties. They've averaged 6 or just under 6 the last 10 years. I mean, they're always in the top half of the league, or not even the top half, the top 4th of the league. Except for 2014, they had the 5th most penalties with $120, but that's when they got Brandon Browner. That's when the defense was kind of like, they took the Seahawks mold and they were just pushing everybody around. But I think the outlook on the game, I'm just kind of excited about it. Liam, I heard you say one thing, and I want to bring it up. I heard you say about 45 minutes ago on Legends Lingo podcast. Check that out, by the way. Coach Guy Sports, CoachGuySports.com. Maddie B's got stuff on there. Liam's got stuff on there. I've got stuff on there. If you like sports, anything, go on there. There's podcasts, there's articles, there's more podcasts, there's more articles. Just go take a look. Coach Guy Sports. Like I said, get on the bandwagon. The dynasty is starting. You said the Patriots might have won if there was a different person under center. Did I hear you right when you said that? Because if so,
I didn't say might have. I did not say might have.
We may disagree.
That. You were paraphrasing.
Explain yourself, friend.
So obviously it's tough to go off last season, but last season the Dolphins had absolutely no answer for Cam. They clearly have a different personnel. It's a fairly new setup on the defensive end, but I think there's no doubt about that Cam has the same production, if not a little more. He obviously gets more rushing yards. He most likely has a rushing touchdown because the Dolphins just can't seem to scheme against him. And I think he at least gets 1-2 touchdowns. He's just a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's been in the situation before. Mac was super conservative because it was his first game, and I understand that. He did great. But Cam's been there before. Cam would step in, no problem. And after learning the system the entire preseason, he would step in and easily get this dub. I think for the first, like you said in the Legends lingo, the first 4 games is kind of an extended preseason for Bill Belichick. They're kind of testing the field here. Whatever games we lose in those first 4 games, Cam would win. And then from then on, it's kind of a toss-up because, then Mac kind of figures it out, settles in, and then I will decide accordingly after that. But I still think Cam would have been the best option to start this season. And I don't have a doubt in my mind.
Maddie, you go. I have thoughts as well, but Maddie, I see you raising your hand patiently.
Please present me your arguments. Come up and present them, and I will chop them.
All right, Liam.
Maddie's on your side. I feel like Maddie's on your side.
Liam, you know how much I'm a Cam fan, right? You know that.
We bonded over this.
We literally bonded at training camp over this.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Blasphemous.
On the right side of history, Maddie. Thank you.
Chicanerous and deplorable.
What are these words? You don't even know the words that you're saying.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because here's the thing. The reason why Cam Newton beat the Dolphins last year, Miami didn't know what to expect. They had no clue what the hell the Patriots were going to present with Cam Newton. That's how we beat them last year.
He beat them both times. Then
we go to Miami and lose.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What game was that? Didn't J.C. Jackson get the pick to win it, or was that week 1?
Nope. We lost in Miami like we do every year. But Miami figured out how to stop Cam, and Cam did not have a great game that day because Miami knew how to stop Cam.
Well,
it's weird. It's weird saying that I'm going against Cam,
but that still doesn't take away the fact that he had a whole.
Let it flow through you, Maddie.
He would have been a different player than he was last year. He already shown improved arm strength and footwork.
He did. So my response to that is, you know what? We have no idea because, like you said, and obviously I know we have no idea. But here's why I think I don't agree with you because, like you said, the Miami defense is a little bit different. The scheme, it's just different. A couple different personnel, just different schemes, different whatever. Patriots offense is also different too. So we don't know how Cam in real setting, because we talked about this with Mac Jones. We don't know how he's going to look in a real game setting with these players. Same thing with Cam, because it's a different team than it was last year. But then you got to think if Miami's defense, they're going to play completely different than they played against this. It's not going to be the same thing because they're going to be maybe expecting Cam to run a little bit. They're going to go base exactly. So they're going to go based upon how he was last year as well. I mean, I don't see Cam, some of the throws that Mac made, I don't see Cam making them. Now, again, that's not to say that Cam might not have, tucked it down and ran it or anything like that. I don't think that Cam Newton started this game would have mattered anyway, because the Patriots were in position to win the game.
I think 100%. Mac could have won the game.
The fumbles had nothing to do with Mac Jones or if Cam Newton was playing Cam Newton. We've seen Cam Newton fumble a bunch too.
So I'm saying Cam puts up more points than
I'm saying he doesn't though, because what makes you think that just because you think that he can run all over him? But we saw last year. I mean, we thought that he would beat certain teams too.
Cam's still the better quarterback. Cam's like a top,
I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know in this offense. In this offense, I'm not sure if that's true.
But Josh McDaniels' offense molds to anyone. Jacoby
Josh McDaniels sucks. McDaniels sucks.
Yeah. Hold on. What is this narrative? Josh McDaniels sucks because Josh McDaniels is the equivalent of a left tackle. You never talk about him unless he starts blowing blocks. Then all of a sudden he sucks. Why do you think Josh McDaniels sucks?
I'm sorry.
Going off his Broncos tenure, come on. He had Jay Cutler.
He
drafted Jesus, the real Jesus.
He did.
Why do you think he sucks, Maddie B? Because I saw you tweeted this. I wanted to ask you, so I'm happy you're here. How come you think that?
Okay, last season,
you keep saying it.
Last season, all he did was run the damn ball. That's all he did last year. Never gave Cam really a chance to throw the ball. I get it. Cam was having some issues last year. I get that. This year, game 1, it's almost a goddamn same thing again. Toss to Harris. A toss to Harris. Harris up the middle. Harris up the middle. Harris off tackle up the middle. Mac has
had a good game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Mac has a great young arm. Use it.
Yeah, but why? But what happens? Okay, I hear what you're saying. What happens if he does use it and all of a sudden Mac throws a pick or something like that? The first drop back, Mac did a little dipsy-do and ended up throwing the ball behind him to Jonnu Smith. It's kind of one of those things where it's almost like the Monday morning quarterback where it's like nobody complains about McDaniels until something goes wrong. It's like things are always going to go wrong on the offense. You know, sometimes toss plays aren't going to work. I hate toss plays, but then when they work, I'm like, you son of a bitch, they worked. Or like, screen plays.
Well,
Can't stand screen plays.
On 3rd and 10, so why are you calling a run play? Throw the damn ball.
Bill always does that, though.
Yeah. They do that all the time, though. That's happened regardless of who the offensive coordinator was, because Bill's whole thing and whoever his offensive coordinator is, they try to catch the defense off guard. Okay, hey, Mac is rolling. He's had 3 or 4 completions. Let's throw in a run real quick. Let him keep
going. Don't pull the kid off.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You can do either or, but both of them have worked. What happens if they let him keep going and they throw 2 incompletions?
He's not going to be able to develop if you keep handing it off to Damian Harris all damn game.
But
you got to put the
ball. The
guy had 23 carries.
Well, hold on. That's not.
Put the threat of run in there.
That's not gonna stunt his growth at all. I heard what's his name? Dipshit Nick Wright talking about this too.
He's
on that's not gonna. And Matty B, I am not comparing you to Nick Wright. You are 10 times better.
You watch yourself.
No. Trust me, I would never compare anyone to Nick Wright. I think that he is. I think that with Josh McDaniels, the issue is that the offense always looks so good, but then whenever something doesn't work, everybody wants someone to blame. So we all pick McDaniels. I don't think it's going to stunt his growth, but when they mix in a couple runs, though, I don't think that it's going to stunt his growth when they mix in runs. Because what happens when they do those running plays and they work should be the same thing. Let Mac throw it. Whether that running play works or doesn't work, that shouldn't have an impact on your decision to let Mac throw the ball.
I say if you're going to do running plays, because they were doing this all in training camp. If you're going to do running plays, do some jet sweeps to Jonnu Smith. The dude can run in the open field.
You can't just open that up week 1 though. You got to save that for the Chiefs game. Save that for an important game.
Yeah, Mac Jones has.
You got to test it. You still got to test it out in a real game to see if it works.
True, very true. But the thing is, if he does test that out and it doesn't work, then what happens? Oh, McDaniel's getting too cute. It's one of those things where it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know what I mean? I don't know, Liam, if you feel the same way there, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't know.
Yeah, for the most part, it's all obviously we're hypothetical. Like anything could be true. I think that there could have been some better quarterback play from Mac, and obviously you need to rely on the run. You put the threat of a run out there. Bill Belichick loves to run the ball, open up the play action. They have a very predictable yet efficient scheme. So,
yeah, that's the thing. I think it just, I don't know. I don't know what McDaniels could have done differently. That's the thing, Matty. I get what you're saying, but
less than a
minute. I'm just not happy with his play calling as usual. Mike, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's another shit play call game, you're gonna see the exact same thing this Sunday against the Jets. It's very hard to be shitty against the Jets too. Very difficult.
Yeah, they're better this year. Ooh.
Guys, real quick, I haven't know if you heard about it, Matty. I haven't asked you yet. Exogun. I wanted to ask you, do you ever feel like you need a massage after you work out? Well, let me tell you, you can get one without leaving the house, my friend. You can recover faster, live better. You can take it wherever you need it, revives your muscle, boosts circulation to all the important places that you need, releases energy as well. Whether you're at work, in the gym, on the trail, as we all know, Liam is a big time trail guy.
Always on the trail.
Big trail guy, Maddie. I don't know if you do trails, but if you do, go with Liam. He'll protect you. Exogun, trusted by the pros, everybody. Percussion therapy as well. I don't know if you know what percussion therapy is. I'll tell you though. Helps you boost muscle function and recovery by penetrating deep, Maddie, deep into the muscle tissue with a series of rapid, very concentrated pulsating strokes.
Are they very pulsating?
I say it twice because it's very pulsating.
Wow.
So nice, you gotta say it twice.
It is so nice you gotta say it twice. Guys,
So nice, you gotta-
get 10% off with the code CGS10 at checkout. Again, that's 10% off CGS10. Comes with a charger and a carrying case as well. Get your Exo gun today and treat yourself to a massage at a moment's notice. I did just want to wrap things up. Maddie, Josh McDaniel's play calling does not suck because his track record speaks for itself. Track record speaks for itself. Track record speaks for itself.
We agree to disagree.
Super Bowls.
We will agree to disagree. Just I need you to acknowledge that you're on the wrong side. Guys, I do want to kind of wrap it up with the game here. So Patriots obviously lost. They're 0-1. What do you think's what's your outlook for the rest of the season? Has it changed at all? Maddie, I don't know what your record prediction was. Liam, I know what yours was. Yours was right around mine, 11-6, right around there.
I predicted 10-7.
10-7.
So.
Okay. I mean, that's lower than mine, but again, still not crazy. At least you're not like Jones, who thought they were going to go like 0-17.
Yeah, he's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, take everybody listening, take a listen real quick to our last podcast as well. Chris Jones, our guest, doesn't think the Patriots are going to win any games. I'm being a little exaggerative,
little facetious.
But
okay,
facetious.
okay. No. Chris Jones is saying that because he just hates Mac with a passion.
He does.
Don't get me wrong. I wasn't too fond of Mac.
It's because
Sully, you we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going.
Let's go there.
Maddie,
Let's go.
Maddie,
we're not going there.
Maddie, since you're talking, let me know. Has this game changed your outlook? Did it help it, hurt it? Is it the same? What do you think? And why?
It's week one. It's week one. Everyone loves to overreact after week one. No, not at all.
Saying Josh McDaniels suck, classic overreaction.
Oh, it's a classic fact. But anyways, no, this doesn't change my outlook of the season at all. You got an easy game against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
You have what could be a challenge against the Saints, depending on what's going on with them right now with this whole COVID situation. We got some players out and stuff, coaches. And then you're going to go get blown up by 40 against Tom Brady in Tampa. So,
no shot.
Realistically, could be 2-2. Could be a 2-2 situation we're looking at, right? 2-2, 3-1 potentially. I'm hoping for 3-1, but realistically, it could be 2-2.
3-1.
Liam, what do you think?
I'm definitely.
What has this done to your outlook? Because I texted you, just to let everybody know, I texted Liam after the game because we don't talk about the game until we come on the pod. We want it all to be new and fresh. I was like, Liam, I'm kind of confident about the team. Blah blah blah. Your response almost exactly was, I'm not at all. So tell me why. What's going on?
Sully, before Liam goes, Sully, you can always text me, buddy.
You were at the game.
He saves the dirty pictures for you, though. He sends me the clean, the squeaky deaky.
I will not be there this Sunday, Sully. You can text me all you want.
Right, come down to Florida.
I'm sure you weren't in much of a state to receive or send texts when you were at the game either.
Oh, absolutely not. I was not.
Figures. Yeah, no, I'm definitely more conscientious. I'm quite concerned, but not, the house isn't burning down just yet, but there's a small fire in the basement. I am just like, brings me all back down to earth when I see week one rookie struggles. Like, he didn't struggle that bad, but like, he's still a rookie. He's still going to go through growing pains. A lot of those close games that I originally thought that we were going to win, now we just lost a close one. So in my mind, yes, it's week one. Yes, I shouldn't jump out to some wild conclusion, but I think like 3 or 4 of those close games that I thought we were going to win, I think we dropped probably most of those now. So I am definitely more concerned. I think we're now a fringe playoff team, which makes me kind of upset.
Oh, okay. Man,
you see what I mean by overreaction?
It's a
trying to be fair.
That is a slight overreaction because what I'll say is, I understand, it was a close game we lost, but you have to think.
It was off dumb mistakes. They probably fumbled twice again.
Exactly. The Patriots aren't going to fumble like that. You assume if you're going on the track.
They're going to correct that all this week.
They're going to correct it.
Belichick's probably at Damian Harris's house right now trying to knock the ball out of his hands.
Damian Harris was carrying the football around the week before week one. Did you guys see that? All around the facility. Yeah. Didn't help.
I did. Clearly it didn't work.
No.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
He's got to start, carrying that thing around like a baby.
Carry 2
sleep
balls.
with it. Eat his breakfast with it.
Stupid.
Take his
like
morning
at school when they give
it.
you like the egg and you have to like take care of the egg.
Yeah, his morning bowel movements. He better have that thing in his hand.
Okay. I think I'm not as worried as you.
What an image.
What I will agree on is I'm a little bit more. I'm like my ears are perked
Oh,
up.
the
I'm like
mic-
the dog.
Die on us? Uh-oh.
Am I
That's
back?
crazy. I just love the face I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Yes.
Oh no.
Nope.
Are you still there,
Oh.
Liam? Oh boy. Are
Oh
we
yeah.
losing
I'm still
Mike?
here. Yeah, Mike's losing it.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, Mike. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Mike, come back.
You're here. You're here. Keep
Hi,
talking.
Mike.
Okay. Am I here?
Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
bit.
I think let me
Not
Physically,
100%.
not so much mentally.
let me just get this out. I think that the Patriots are going to correct their mistakes. In my head, I had them losing to Miami at the end of the season. So in my eyes, I just switched that loss.
And
from
I
the
said
end of
the same
season to
thing
this
as
one.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think my record.
I said the same thing too.
My record is 12-5. Could be 11-6, but I have them winning against the Bucks. So that's why it becomes 12-5 to me.
Yep.
I'm not
I
as
have them
worried.
winning against the Bucks as well.
If anything,
You guys
I'm
are
more
insane.
confident. The
You're
running game,
insane.
the running game looked
Kind of
awesome
a Pats fan of you.
against a
bent.
good defense.
Think Billy Belly isn't gonna fucking club Tom Brady? He knows exactly what that fool's about. Tom's gonna come up here. I'm gonna win against every team. Get bent. Bill's
Tom
gonna
Brady-
send him packing.
Tom Brady is going to be sacked 4 or 5 times. He's going to throw a pick. He'll
Yeah.
throw like 2 touchdowns, but he is going the pressure that's going to be put. That's week 4. I can't even think about that right now because my brain's exploding thinking of Belichick and Brady going against
Yep.
each other. This loss does it sucks that you lost, but in the long run, you kind of got to look bigger picture. Tommy Curran wrote an article about it. You got to look bigger picture as much as it sucks. You know, you got to recalibrate how you think. I don't think that this loss changes anything. I still think that they're a playoff team. I think they make the wild card unless the Bills stumble some more too and they pick up ground that way. But I do think they make it as a wild card. And then from then on, who knows? I was talking to Liam earlier today. I don't even know what my expectations are for this team. Like I'll know it when I see it. It's almost like porn. You don't know what it is, but when you see it, you know it's porn. That's when I'll know my expectations have been met.
You best believe.
So going
What
into
the hell did I just hear?
you heard Tuck Rule
Perfect
Takes-
analogy.
Tuck Rule Takes is an oddly sexual.
Do you really know what a
podcast.
video is about until you click on it?
Exactly. You don't know. I mean, what is it?
Yeah.
Is it kissing? Do the clothes have to be off, on? Because if it's off, you can still do things. I don't know. Week 2, guys. Week 2. Let's kind of wrap it up here with our
Yeah.
little predictions. Then we have a fun little quick segment at the end that I'm going to do with you, Maddie. Going to be giving it to you for the first time. Yeah, baby. They're at
Ooh.
the Jets.
Ooh,
Week 2.
popping the
1 o'clock
cherry, all
game.
right.
We all, I feel like we're all on the same page. I'll go
Jesus.
first because it's simple. Patriots are going to win this one. I'm going to change my score from what I thought about an hour and a half ago. I think it's going to be 24-14. I don't think it's going to be as close as the score entails. I think this is going to be a good game. I think the team kind of gets back on track. And then the Saints game the week after, we'll talk about that when we get to it. You guys go.
Yeah. I had something similar in the show before. I said that the Jets. Jesus Christ. The Jets are a new and improved team with a new identity. They actually did play well last week, even though it was an ass kicking for the first half. I was telling Mike they started to come back. I said if there was an extra quarter in that game, I would bet anything that the Jets would have won that game. They had all the momentum going in there toward the end and only lost by like 2 points. So I think it is going to be tougher. I think they win like 28-17 was my prediction. I said on Al's show.
Mhm.
So I'm going to stick by that. I think it's like Mike said, it'll look like a Patriots ass kicking, but it's going to be like a fairly hard fought game.
All right. I'll go. Patriots take the win on this one. I think they'll win 26-16, just a 10-point victory.
Nice.
We'll see some
Another
more
16 score.
Yeah, 16 is a fun score.
Weird.
It's a
Yeah,
lot of
It's
field
my
goals.
favorite number.
That's a lot of field goals.
The Jets got to score somehow.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
do they have to? Do they have to?
I
Speaking
mean,
of
I'd
that,
rather they did,
speaking of do they have to?
but
Are,
they're gonna. So
are you guys worried about the defense at all? The secondary, really?
Not even
No.
a little bit.
No. Okay, cool. Because I saw some people freaking out, and I'm like, guys, like, calm down. Okay, like just
Yeah, they're just nitpicking. I thought it looked great.
yeah, I think it was fine. And honestly,
they gave up a couple big. They gave up a couple big plays here and there, but nothing.
And obviously didn't hold them at the end, but like for the most
yeah. It's
Yeah.
also the phrase, and I hate to keep using it. It's the first game, but guess what, guys? It is the first game. In that pass rush, I don't think I've been more excited about a pass rush. I feel like I feel like every player in that front seven can win their own matchup every time.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to scheme, even though
Especially
they'll
Judon.
scheme.
Damn.
Judon is like an early pick for my MVP of the season for the Pats. I know it's the easy pick. I know everybody's going to pick him. If I'm not picking James White, JFW, James fucking White, I'm going to pick Matt Judon.
Matt Judon versus Elijah Vera Tucker. That poor rookie this Sunday.
It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be bloody.
It is gonna be rough.
Bill's gonna purposely have Judon line up with Elijah Vera Tucker too. Especially with Mekhi Becton going down. He's out for like I think 6 to 8 weeks now.
Yeah. He's out. Yeah. He's going to send everybody. He's going to send Winovich over there. He's going to send everybody that way.
That rookie's going to hate his life.
Yeah.
He's going to hate life on Sunday.
Yeah. Which, sucks to be him. But yeah, so I think we're all in agreement. This loss kind of sucks, but there's still plenty to be excited about for this Patriots season, guys. It's going to be okay.
A lot of football left.
It is exactly. There's a lot of football. There's 17 weeks. There's the extra one because Roger Goodell hates the player's safety no matter how much he tries to say he doesn't. There's 17 weeks, 17 games. There's plenty of time for this Patriots team to round into form.
Season.
And then they'll be good to go. As long as Mac progresses, defense progresses, get Gilmore back on this team. Get Gilmore back. If Gilmore is back, I will be even less than worried about this defense. And then obviously next week, it is still the Jets with a rookie quarterback. I don't care how improved they are. Yeah. They might pull out some good games. Next week's not going to be it. Guys, we have I have this little thing. So every guest that comes on, me and Liam, we're like, we want to do something special with you. Maddie B, pick a number between 1 to 10 for me. And don't worry, none of these questions have anything to do with a specific restaurant. Don't worry.
1 to 10.
One that has great margarita deals.
Let's go with, what? I love Cam. Let's go with 1.
What? Number 1?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me unlock my phone real quick. Sorry, I did that again.
Is it the question you read me earlier? Because if it is, I'll
no. That was 10. Yeah. Okay. This
10.
one's good. This one's good. What is your go-to food and drink combo for NFL Sunday?
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh. Yeah, but you see, I told you they might be about football. Ooh. They might not, blah, blah. And by the way, we might answer this question too if your answer sucks. Just like your Josh McDaniels take did.
I'm probably, let's see. I normally get dunks every Sunday. I'll normally be eating
so New England. That is so New England.
I love it.
It's almost like I'm fucking from here.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. So I thought it's just Dunkin's now, which is stupid. Like,
which is dumb. No, I call it.
No, it's Dunks. It's Dunks. I'll rock the 2 breakfast sandwiches, 2 hash browns.
Fire.
And then,
but you eat that during watching the games.
Yeah, well, at home. Like that's the 1 o'clock stuff. Then like the 4 o'clock stuff, it just depends what I got around the house.
Get Dunkin' Donuts dinner?
Oh, no. You do double D's, 2 D's, Dunkin' Donuts twice?
I'm not that much.
That'd be so
drinks.
awesome.
What are you drinking with your breakfast sandwiches?
I'm a Truly guy, so I'm probably gonna just combine both of them. So
Truly. Hey, if Truly is listening,
hey, actually, I got
everybody loves Truly.
I got another Gillette story for you guys quickly. Geez. It relates to this because it involves drinking.
Oh, nice.
So we're drinking. We didn't bring food or anything because we were very unprepared because we bought the tickets that morning. Nice. So we just had a cooler full of Trulies, pounded them, looking up at the 1 o'clock games, trying to watch some of them, and we're packing up, getting ready to head over to Gillette because we were in P11, iconic parking lot, and this lady walks over to us with a mini cooler, and she's like, "Hey, I got a bunch of nips in here. So what you guys are gonna do?"
Time.
Oh. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lift this cooler above your heads, and you're each gonna pick one, and you're gonna come over to my family. We're all gonna take the shot together.
She did nip roulette with you guys.
No, this lady is awesome. Perfect.
So Jess and I, we both picked Bacardi. So keep in mind, we already had a couple Trulies. No. We both had a couple Trulies in us already, so we're just feeling good.
And then
we take the full shot of Bacardi. I don't chase it, by the way, because I can handle that.
Wow.
Not me. I don't care.
I don't chase it. I down it.
I pick things up and put them down, but I am not man enough to do that.
And we're walking to Gillette. I look at Jess. I was like, "Jess, I feel fantastic all of a sudden." She's like, "Yeah, me too."
Like this magical juice. Hey, did you guys know
awesome.
Nips? They don't outside of like New England.
Yeah,
no,
Nips
no one
is
calls
a
them
thing.
Nips outside of New England.
How is that a thing? Like I thought Nips were just like universal.
Packy too. I was down in Florida. I was like, let's hit the Packy. Everyone's looking at me.
No one
They're
knows.
like, what the fuck did you just say?
No one knows a
Do I
thing.
have to explain what
Packy.
we have to explain what a nip is so everybody understands?
Yeah, we may. We have
So-
some German viewership that we might want to clarify.
Oh yeah. Hey, hello to our
Yep.
hola to our German friends over there.
Hello.
I know that's not German. I know that's
It's
not
hello.
German. But maybe,
It's
but maybe.
hello, it's that
Yeah,
or whatever.
hello.
Okay.
I can
Maybe
speak
it's a-
German. I
maybe
can
it's
also
a
say
Spanish
shithead in German. Scheißkopf. You guys are
There we go.
Scheißkopf,
There we
just like
go.
me.
Yeah. Nips, by the way, just very, very tiny little bottles of alcohol.
A shot, basically.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Like, yeah. I mean, if you can get Nips,
It's 50 milliliters of any alcohol that you're choosing.
it's
If you're in New England, it's Dr. McGillicuddy.
always
Yes.
Dr. McGillicuddy's. Yeah. See, Matty B, I'm not with you on the dunks thing, but I'm there with the Truly.
Okay, yeah.
You know, normally
Shooting 50%.
normally Truly's. Yeah. Blue Moon's my favorite beer. If Blue Moon's around, I'll always
Oh
drink
my
that.
God. Did we just become best friends?
Of course we did. Just more.
Oh,
Dude, the
shit.
bond, it just keeps going. It just gets stronger and stronger.
Love Blue Moon.
It just stronger and stronger. No amount of Matty B nonsense on this podcast could tear us apart. Matty B,
None of the Josh McDaniels slander can around.
nonsense. Thank you for coming
Hey, at
on.
least I'm on your side for James White for this week.
True.
Dude, how can you not be? If you weren't, you would have
Yeah.
been kicked off hours
True.
ago.
We would have finished.
Mike,
this
I'm
off
on your
ourselves.
side for Mac Jones this week too. So
I'm
it's
very
ra-
surprised.
that's very rare.
Very surprised. Matty B, let us know what else you do at Couch Guy. What's your Twitter handle? All that fun stuff.
Oh, geez, time to promote myself. All
Yeah,
right,
man,
on
do it
the,
up.
Cracks his knuckles.
Yeah, he's like, here we go.
all right, here we go. The important stuff. I'm the social media director over at Couch Guy Sports.
Ooh,
You
big
can
one.
find me on Twitter at Matthew with 3 T's _ Jordan because some asshole took it with 2 T's right there. So Matthew with 3 T's _ Jordan. You can find me. That's my Instagram and my Twitter handle. I'm writing all. I'm doing a bunch of fantasy stuff for the fantasy football content we got going on. You can also
Yes,
find
sir.
me over at Bernie. You can also find me over at Bernie and Chris podcast. Me and Chris Adoricio, we're over there. We talk literally everything. He's a Giants fan,
Vile.
so I love to make fun
That
of him
poor,
for
poor
it, and it's
bastard.
so much fun. Well, he's from New York,
Yeah.
so
Also,
at least
I feel
he-
terrible.
he picked. He didn't pick the Jets, so that's good.
Smart man.
So you can follow us over there at Bernie and Chris. Good times over there.
I like it. That was. It's almost like you were ready for that, man. You was ready
It's
to. plug
almost like
yourself.
I've had to do that.
Yeah,
before.
he has a script in front of him.
Love it. So yeah, Liam, my friend, you got anything else?
No, I think that pretty much sums it up. Cam Newton would have definitely won next week. So Matt's on.
Oh my
Mac
God.
is on
Okay,
the
guys,
hot
ladies
seat
and
for me.
gentlemen, thank you so much for coming back. Hopefully, by the time we see you next time, something's figured out with Gilmore because we need him.
Desperately.
Other than that, for myself, Mike Sullivan, for Liam McDade, for our very, very super duper wicked special guest, Maddie with 3 T's, Maddie B.
Wicked special.
We are Tuck Rule Takes, and we out. Sweet feet, James White.
Later.
Sweet feet.